Hello folks! People have been asking us how we find our off-grid spots. We're going to show you how we do that. In fact, there are two ways we do it, and both ways use the Searchforsites program. The first way is what we do when we're away in Merlin and we use the Searchforsites app on our mobile phones. We're going to show you a few examples of that first. Then, later in this vlog, I'll show you in much more detail how to use the browser version, or website if you want to call it that, on a PC, laptop or tablet or iPad. Both versions look quite different and we wanted to keep them separate to avoid any confusion. So let's start with the mobile version, which we use on an iPhone.
But before we get into showing you, I just want to explain what I use the Searchforsites app for. When we're on the road, I want quick access to 3 or 4 search criteria on my iPhone. These are finding Parkups, including Campervan, off-grid stops, pub stopovers and LPG stations. This is using the Searchforsites app in its simplest form. So let's get Graham to show you the type of searches I regularly do.
So just scroll to the icon, click on it and it launches it, and it usually opens at the last place that you were looking at. In our case it was the Isle of Bute.
So what part of the country are we going to start with, Gray?
Well, let's have a look at South Wales.
Okay, and we are going to find Campervan in South Wales.
And the way you do that is you click on the menu there, click Advanced Search, make sure United Kingdom is selected there, and under Pricing and Partners, scroll down until you get to Campervan and tick that, then hit Submit. Turn the filter that we already had off, and there we found what should be some Campervan.
Quite a few there.
Yeah, so just make sure to click on this one, open it up. Yeah, that's one of the Campervan. There's one there, Cross Hands Air.
That looks nice.
And that's another one. So that's how you would search for them.
So we're now in the Bristol area and we are going to look for LPG gas.
Right, to do that, click on Filter. Many of these things you need to turn off, so I've turned them all off. Now I'm scrolling down and see there's one here where it says LPG. If I turn that on, that should now, yeah, we see we found LPG, we found one here in Bristol and one on the M5. So you can click on that and that'll give you all the details. That's Morrison's at Cribbs Causeway.
Perfect.
And in fact, if you wanted to go there, you could click on Navigation, go into Google Maps, and it would direct you there. So that's how you would find LPG using Searchforsites.
Wonderful, that's good. Makes it nice and clear. So now we've got our LPG, we can go and find an off-grid Parkup for the night, and I fancy going to Anglesey.
Well, what I'll do, I'll try and find one that we've actually used before. So to turn on overnight parking ones, or they're called off-site parking, select that. And now we can see it's found some. And we actually use this one here near RAF Valley. The Valley Wetlands it was called. It was free, in fact. Very nice there, wasn't it?
Really enjoyed it there. I like seeing all the aeroplanes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good Parkup, that one. And finally, we'd like to show you pub stopovers, where you can stop over at a pub overnight.
Yeah, that's quite easy to do. Go to the menus again, and here's one for motorhome pub stopovers. Incidentally, you can also switch in Brit stops as well. So we'll see what that finds. Now the icon for the pub stopover is these little beer glasses.
Sensible.
Yeah, very sensible. So click on that one and that will show you what it is. You click on it and you usually have a phone number or a way of contacting them. You can call them here. There's a call button or email. So you can start to find out. Looks like quite a big one there. We've got 4 big motorhomes in that one.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
And of course, this symbol here is Britstops. So you can also find those on there as well.
Aren't Britstops normally separate?
Well, Britstops run their own system, but they've been incorporated into Searchforsites now, I think, for about a year.
Sounds like a good idea, doesn't
Yeah.
it, having it all in one place? I can honestly say that the Searchforsites app has helped me to find some beautiful Parkups using my mobile phone whilst on the road, such as this gorgeous one in the Outer Hebrides. It's called Laxadale Locks. Now that you've seen how to simply access a basic search on the app, Graham will go through using the browser version to show you some of the other great benefits the Searchforsites app has to offer.
Firstly, let me explain that Searchforsites comes in 2 types basically. A mobile-friendly app that is downloadable from wherever you get your apps, or a browser version which I run in Google Chrome on my laptop, PC or tablet. This is the version I am focusing on. This section of the video is more suited to those of you who want to delve deeper into Searchforsites as a program. It's a more in-depth look at it. Nevertheless, all of you may find some useful points and things that you didn't know. So stick with the video is my suggestion. Searchforsites fully supports the whole of Europe, but I am only going to look at UK places, although it's easy enough to switch to Europe if you wanted to. I've been using the app for over 4 years now, and as you can see, this year was the first year the price increased, and it's now gone up to £7 per year. When you've got your account all set up, it's also worth setting up your profile and also your unit details. Here is ours. It says senior couple, eldest CV40, and the van length is 5.99 metres. I'm going to run through some of the various sections and icons so that you can understand the software a bit. Then I'll show you how to search for various locations and types of locations as well. Right, what you can see here is the home screen, and here on the left you can see any of the latest reviews that have been done, latest additions, new sites that have been added, any latest that are viewed by everybody, or the ones that you've viewed recently. So you can carry on. I haven't made any list yet, but you can make your own list, routes, and you can even look at the photo galleries down the bottom there if you wanted to. But the main part for looking for locations, this map here, as you can see, it's set to 20, so that's 20-kilometre radius. So it picks up everything inside there, everything that you've got selected for your search. And you can refine the results here on the right, and you can toggle them all on and off, or you can make your own selection. Let's say, for example, I wanted to see just pub stopovers. There you go. So that's pub stopovers. So you could click on each one of those and look at them in detail. You can look at just LPG points for LPG fuel, independent campsites, caravan club CLs and CSs. So it's very, very flexible. If I wanted to find off-site parking, that's these icons, so you can click on any one of those. I'll show you that later. Overnight parking, no services, they come up as little blue, light blue icons, and overnight parking with services comes up with a darker icon. It even got laundries there as well, so you can find out where self-service laundries are. So it's pretty comprehensive. Moving on to the next item is click on the About, and you can see just how many places that nearly 50,000 places here that Searchforsites has got: photos, members and reviews. So that's just interesting to know. The key information here, click on that, and it brings up these 4 different options which are vital to understand. So if you open the first one out, you can see these are the sort of icons and what they all mean. You saw some of them earlier, but here you get a breakdown of what they all mean. And the facilities: fresh water available, grey waste disposal point, bike rental, sauna, whatever it is, you can see in here what that means, and consequently which sites will have those. Locations, basically is it a pub, is it a small village, large town or city, rural location, at a farm, poultry farm, livestock farm. So it gives you a bit more information about that. And pitch types, so you can see the icons for the various pitch types: tarmac, gravel, grass with access road, sloping pitches. So it all gives you a clue as to what all those icons on the map that you saw earlier are for. Links, I've missed out advanced search there, but links is basically links to things that people have written about this, so I'm not sure how useful that is. Download, you can download map information for your sat-nav system. I haven't done that, so I can't really help you with that. Contact here on the end, that is basically if you've got anything you want to say to Searchforsites, if you've got a problem with it or got any suggestions, that's where you go back to. Now, advanced search, which is quite an important one here. I left that to last to show you. Now, the advanced search, as you can see, before I put in any of the details of what I want to search for, at the moment there's 49,075 sites, so that's everything that's over in Europe as well. Now, if you want to narrow it down, and what I want to do here, I want to narrow it down and show you the Camper Airs, which is something that we're very keen on at the moment, and we're looking at a lot of them. So how would I search for Camper Airs? Well, let me show you. Here, where it says select country, I'm going to click on that and select United Kingdom. And you see that the amount in the United Kingdom, this is all sites, not Camper Airs. There's 15,031. So I want to break that down further and look at Camper Airs. So if I click here where it says pricing and partners, click on that, then come down here, see this where it says Camper Airs. So I'm going to switch that button in, and there you see in the map has just updated. That is now looking just Camper Airs. So you could then zoom in and find your Camper Airs. This is one we went to a little while ago, and it's probably a good example to click on and show you what you actually see when you click on these icons. So we click on that, and it's Hethvan, which is where we stayed the other day. You might have seen our vlog. So we click on that, and here you will see a picture of the site. On the left here there is a map, and there's a brief location of where it is in the UK, and here's a description of it. And this top line here shows you all the facilities. Do you remember I showed you the icons earlier? If you need a breakdown of what they are, you can see that in the key menu that I showed you earlier. But also, if you just hover over it, it will tell you fresh water available, chemical toilet disposal point, open all year, dogs free of charge, and a 5 van limit. And then there's a bit about the local area. It's in or near a small village, rural location, mountainous area, nice scenic views, at a farm, livestock farm, and of course grass with an access road. And underneath that it will tell you what sort of campers it will take. No tents or caravans at this one. Suitable for campervans, motorhomes and large motorhomes up to 10 metres. So it's pretty comprehensive. And of course it gives you the the price here as well, the guide price. And it does warn you, in case you don't like the idea of it being a live working farm, it warns you of that as well. £10 per night. And actually this one we thoroughly recommend. It was really, really good. And if you carry on scrolling down, you can see all the reviews that people have done to give you an idea of what it's like. There's the review that I did. And on the left here, you'll see any local attractions that appertain to that particular site. Sometimes when you're off-grid or wild camping, you need to find a suitable spot quickly. I'm going to show you a real-life scenario that happened to us on the Isle of Bute. Watch this and see how it turned out. It was sometime early afternoon and we were looking for somewhere to park up for the night. The first place we looked at was a Stone Circle car park, and we didn't really fancy that very much. Next up was on offer was a pub stopover. Well, we really wanted somewhere near the sea, so this is what we found. Stravanen Beach. It's run by the Argyll and Bute Council. It's free. There is a maximum of 3 nights that you can stay. No facilities at all. You are allowed dogs there. It's a great location. It's rural, near the coast, and there's some wonderful scenic views there. Here is some of the drone footage I got from that camp spot. I'll let you judge whether the £7 charge for Searchforsites is justified after finding just this one site.
If you are new to our channel, do have a look at our playlists. We have over 300 vlogs to share with you of our travels in our campervan Merlin. Most of the incredible locations we have found have been through using Searchforsites. Our channel relies totally on your support to keep going. Please like, comment and subscribe to help us produce more vlogs for you.
Pretty good, I think. Really was a great spot. Watch out for more about this location in one of our vlogs coming soon. We're not paid to advocate the use of Searchforsites. It's just something I've been using now for 4 years or more. We couldn't do without it really. Whether it's finding remote spots on Scottish islands, LPG fill-ups in Surrey or camper airs across the UK, we couldn't do without it. It certainly allowed us to push the limits of where we go and park up. Oh, and don't forget, if you use any of these locations in Searchforsites, do please leave a review. Good or bad, it will help the next person decide if it's the right place for them. We'll see you next week when we release the next travel vlog of our adventures. Thanks for watching and I hope it's been helpful. Take care.